wonder if, like me, you had advent calendars when you were growing up as a child. I can remember having them, and you opened the little cardboard door each day, and depending on what type it was, I think most of them probably were quite religious. Had different things leading up to Christmas, and then on Christmas Day you opened. Well, no, actually, I think it was the day before Christmas Day. Perhaps you opened the last little box, which was usually bigger, and inside was a chocolate. Well, things have changed, progress has happened, and now, of course, you get a chocolate every day, not just on the penultimate day of Advent. And this was true when our children were growing up, and they had their Advent calendars. Pam and I went out for some sort of Christmas meal or something, so our friend came to babysit, and she thought it would be fun to replace one of the chocolates with a piece of pasta in one of the boys' calendars. And we were in conversation only the other day. They're now grown up, left home, and this little lad still carries the scars of opening this door and finding a piece of pasta. He was probably, I don't know, 6, 7 at the time, and devastated at the fact that his favourite auntie who had come to babysit had eaten his chocolate and replaced it with a piece of pasta, and still talks about it, and he doesn't well up in quite the way that he did then, of course, but it's still a major trauma that he refers back to around Christmas. And I was thinking, life doesn't always turn out in the way that we hope it will. We don't quite know what the next day or the next moment is going to bring, do we? And I was just thinking it's a bit of a comical story in some respects, but I think we have to live with the reality of that. And of course, the lady who came to babysit was apologetic, but thought he was slightly over-dramatising it, I think, even at that younger age. But just one of those little Christmas events. I'm sure you've probably got similar stories of where things didn't quite turn out in the way that they should, either around Christmas, which often brings with it, doesn't it, a certain amount of pressure. Relatives are coming, you've got to make everything just as it should be. The adverts on the telly set it all up for us, this is what it should look like. And I find myself feeling, very pushed into spaces which I'd rather were perhaps a little more informal and less pressurised. But at the heart of all this, I think, is our desire to be connected to each other, to enjoy being in each other's company, and to reflect, hopefully, something of God, who is for us, wants to have a relationship with us, and enjoys us getting together, being with each other, and celebrating the birth of Jesus.